Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another one. We're yet back with another one, man. You already know we're gonna keep these videos coming weekly. You already know. Alright. We got a lot of good clips, man. A lot of good clips to get into for today. So don't skip around and doing all that. Just enjoy the video, man. And I appreciate the support y'all been showing on the videos recently, and just keep doing that, man, so we can keep making these videos. But let's go on to get into it, man. All right, let's see.
Allegedly, there was 8 to 10 feet tall aliens that was spotted at the mall in Miami. And apparently somebody caught this 8 to 9 feet tall alien on camera. And if this story is true, this could potentially be the biggest story of the century. Look at this right here. And this is another clip of people that's running from the mall, from the alleged aliens. And now some people are saying that they came out with a cover story saying that it was teens that started a riot and setting off firecrackers. But this is my thing. Why are there so many police officers? This many police officers for teens? Now, I've never in my life seen that many police officers pull up just to break one fight up. And there's also been other reports of 9 to 8 foot tall aliens that have been reported. Y'all remember what happened in Las Vegas? And then we have people saying that they cut the scanners off and also shut down the Miami international flights, which is very interesting. But all this is allegations. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about these 8 to 10 foot tall aliens being spotted in Miami in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube if y'all want that exclusive content. And hit that business email if y'all trying to work.
A lot of people are saying that like it's not even real what happened there, but who knows, man? We wasn't there. We wouldn't even really know. We'll have to be there. But what makes it like, interesting is like, man, where's the footage at? Like, if it was some footage, then I'd be able to believe it, but there wasn't no footage, so we can't really go up with what people saying.
So allegedly,
y'all do know what this is, right? If you said sewage water that's about to be cleaned to be your tap water, you are 100% correct.
Wow.
Now let's see this lovely process they do to clean this water, so you can later on drink it.
It looks like any other tap water. Clear, clean, and fresh.
Are some people hesitant to drink this?
But what I'm about to sip starts as this.
Dookie water.
So what you've got is the
Dookie
raw
water.
sewage generated by more than 1 million people.
It's a unique water treatment program being run in Orange County, California.
I think people would be surprised at what goes on after they flush the toilet. and
Dookie
what
water.
clean water.
Normally,
Dookie
processed
water.
sewage
Dookie water.
is dumped into the ocean, but instead, it's being piped next door.
That's really what makes this project stand out, is the technology that we use to turn that water into near distilled water.
And
First,
Dookie
treated
water.
sewage water is microfiltered. Those bubbles, leftover soap.
Removes any bacteria, protozoa, or suspended solids out of the water.
Then, reverse osmosis.
It very effectively removes any dissolved minerals, viruses, or pharmaceuticals that may be in the water.
Finally, a quick flash of UV light, and it's ready.
It's better than the bottled water that we get off the shelf.
Every day,
Nah, that's
100
alright.
million
You
gallons
got
of
it.
water is processed this way. The former sewage, a
Ooh-wee.
sustainable source of local water, since people aren't going to stop
California.
taking showers or flushing the toilet anytime soon.
Ooh
What
wee.
people don't realize is they've been drinking wastewater their entire life. They just haven't realized it.
Oh wow. Dookie water. Dookie water. Damn, that's sad.
It tastes like water. It's water.
Now I'm
Man.
not gonna lie, I only drink spring water, but I'm starting to think that spring water ain't really springing for me. Now we all know that they was cleaning the water so we can utilize it, but just to see the process is a little wild to me.
Dookie
But definitely
water.
let me know what y'all think in the comments, and make sure y'all follow for more content like this. And to all the cool people, I'll see you in the next video.
Dookie water.
We got more activity in the
Dookie
skies
water.
of Florida, guys. Look at
That's
this.
funny.
Look at that. It looks like this man is blowing something out of his mouth. Check this out. You see this one over here? Now you're gonna see something else. Check this out. Just watch this video. See that? Look at this one. Look at that one. What could they be? And you see him creating an aura field around them. Wow, check it out, y'all.
So itchy.
That's why they're covering the skies in Florida, you guys. See, every day I be telling you guys, go out there and just point your camera to the skies and hit record. You don't even have to see anything. You don't even have to see anything, but your camera's gonna catch something. Your camera is definitely gonna catch something. Look, Florida, all in Florida, you guys. And you see the colors? It's still got like all the rainbow colors too. Wow. Florida, baby. Look at this. What a time to be alive, baby. What a time to be alive.
What a time, man. What a time.
Aliens, tornadoes, and now this is coming out of the sky, baby. Let's get it. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during these interesting times. I told you guys Florida got all the action, and I'm going to keep proving it to you guys. I'm going to keep showing y'all. But let me know what you got.
This box was found at a house purchased on auction. Would you open this box if you found it? Wait till you see what's inside and let us know if you would use its contents.
You got a key? Wow. Got a whole key to it.
We got more activity in the skies of Florida, guys. Look at this.
Bro, I came home, I ain't have nothing, bro. Cat Williams called me to his show, gave me front row seats, bro, called me to his show. And when I was leaving the show, I thought he threw me some in the car because it was wrapped up in a towel. But it was $15,000, bro. When I see him, I'ma return the favor, bro. Whatever I got in my pocket. That dude did something for me, brother. I get emotional talking about it, bro. Like, I really needed it at the time. I wasn't staying nowhere. I mean, I was staying at a hotel with my kids in downtown New Orleans. I ain't even have nowhere to stay there yet, bro. Cat Williams a real bro. Bro.
And to the ones that look at this and still say, oh, well, to hear rich people complain about not making enough, imagine how I feel. It's going way over your head. These are both two wonderful actresses, right? But the fact that Taraji has been in all of these shows and movies, don't lie, sometimes you only watch some of them just because you knew that she was going to be in there. But the fact that she's fighting to make what
that's a shame.
Guaranteed per
that's a shame.
Episode of Grey's Anatomy is unfathomable. And it's not in just these spaces, it's everywhere. One of my favorite influencers recently opened up how he's been on this platform since 2019. Mind you, crazy, genuine following at that, crazy views, super authentic and talented. He said that he just finally started making money off this app this summer. And that blew my mind. It used to show that once we are no longer in these normal people spaces, we are still severely underpaid and not respected.
That's not cool. You could be famous and be broke. That's messed up. Shouldn't be like that.
Everybody get inside.
cap, I look back, it looked like a big ass shadow, but it was solid at the same time, like a few shadows, but they were solid at the same time, and it almost looked like they was coming our direction, like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo, so we start. I ain't never even been to Miami. Shit, yo, y'all be bugging. Yo, real shit though, y'all stay away from the aliens and all that. Y'all be saying direction like they was chasing us, but they was disappearing and reappearing closer. So I'm like, yo.
He's gotta be an agent, bro.
You know what's crazy too? If you type in Illuminati backwards on Google search,
yeah,
you know what it comes up?
What?
So it sends you straight to the National Security Agency site.
National Security, yeah. What's that?
The National Security Agency site, fam. The government.
Wait, if you type it in?
What do you mean? If you spell Illuminati backwards into Google, then the first link of what they'll send you is the National Security.
Is that true?
Yes. You can type it in.
I type it in Google right now.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Let's try this shit.
Yeah.
There's no way. How do you spell Illuminati backwards though?
ITA.
ITA.
NIM.
ULLI.
Mink.
Oh shit.
Mink.
What the fuck?
Mink.
What the fuck? Why is that? Why does it do that?
I don't know. Why do you think? Stupid.
National Security Agency sent. This is actually true.
And yo, bro, this is crazy because celebrity.
Everybody get inside.
Well, let me turn
you know
that
what's
up.
crazy too?
Yep, this has actually been happening, and people are terrified at how this dystopian device is even allowed to exist. People were shocked after seeing an official woman in uniform put on her gloves and hoist herself on what appears to be a modern-day torture device. And the clip posted online went viral with people scared at how many people were just standing around watching this happen without doing anything. And the news reports on how shocked they were at how obedient and silent everyone in the room was. In New York lies a building that houses this machine, and several women dressed up in uniform line up and hop onto the machine and lay in a weird position to start. Citizens were taken from the first floor to a completely white out and blue carpeted room that has been reported to be as scary as the moment before a high-class murder. And many others say the near image is simply objectification of women everywhere. This is known as the Continental Breakfast Exhibit and is a commentary on societal norms, talking about people relinquishing control of everything in the world and letting everyone else decide what to offer us. So which message do you agree with? Yep, this has actually been happening, and people are terrified at how this dystopian device is even allowed to exist.
Bro, I thought that was a Christmas tree lit up. I ain't gonna lie. Like, what's going on right there? Massive UFO.
Alright, look, so here's the deal. They have been desensitizing us since we were born. Don't believe me? I'll give you some examples. Let's start with the big one, shall we? Let's start with words we hear all the time but never think twice about. Let's start with the word entertainment. To entertain, what does that mean? It means to bind or hold an audience's attention. Okay, now let's take the word Hollywood. Where does that come from? The word Hollywood comes from the holly tree. The ancient druids back in the day used to take the holly tree, make wands and weave spells. They used to weave spells, cast spells, and channel spells. And when they needed help, they would consult the Magi's, or the mediums of the day, to help channel their spells to the population. Well, let's cut to today. You guys, what do we have in our houses? We have these black boxes. What are they called? TVs. If you stop and say the word television, the very first thing that pops up, what is it? A list of channels. And when you turn on those channels, what's on those channels? Programming. They are programming you. They've been programming you your whole life. You don't even know it. They do it with your music, video games, movies. They have been programming us since we were little. We didn't have a choice. But 90% of the population don't even question it. Don't even care to. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. Wake up. All right, look. So
exactly. With the cartoons, they got us young, man. You know what I'm saying? PBS, that used to be my show. They had all the good shows on that, man. PBS Kids. Oh, man. Come on, man. If you know, you know.
Part 2. So for many of you all, you have been clearing karmic debt. You also had people around you that were not going to be allowed to partake in what you are about to experience, okay? And there needed to be a purge. That's what this 7 of Wands judgment in the reversal was about. This was about sharpening your intuition, your discernment, because whoever you are, you're about to come into a lot of money, honey. So you don't want to be green, okay? And you had no idea that this was coming to you. You had no idea that you were really prepared. See, you just thought that you were healing, which you were, but you were also being trained.
Everybody has fake jewelry, and it's the facade of it. Sometimes fake jewelry looks better than the real shit. When you get something that's manufactured to glisten in the fucking lights of a concert, oh my god, it's so much better than the real shit because it's just like, it's real. This is how it's gonna be. You can't get anything else. But if it's manufactured and it's like, look, I can make this shit go crazy in purple light. Right. It's just a whole different kind of thing.
It's built purely for
It's built
show.
purely for what we're trying to create the facade for. LA is like my cheap jewelry place.
Oh shit!
Yeah, really? LA is like the most robbable place. So I try to wear the cheapest. I try to wear the cheapest shit I can pull out of my repertoire. I mean, besides the watch, the watch is a bitch. I like to put a lot of money on my watches because, as robbable as I am, the watch is the hardest to get off.
Right. Okay.
Very quickly. So you can snatch a chain, you can do all that shit. I get that. But if you want to rob me. Don't rob me out in public because all that shit's gonna be fake. If I'm in Target and I got jewelry on, that's when you wanna really go for it. Like if I'm in Target or Walmart, that's when you really wanna. That's gonna be the realest shit I got on. Everybody has fake jewelry, and it's,
why is he exposing himself like? I wouldn't be saying nothing. Tomorrow, Walmart, nah. Oh, we doing all that, man. Well, he probably got bodyguards or whatever. But I'm not.
Nope, this is not just a document, but a 1,000-page legal transcript that will cost the end of many lives, and the US nation will not survive this. People were absolutely shocked after the government finally released the terrifying names mentioned during the Jeffrey Epstein case. People were scared to hear the names of a professor like Stephen Hawking being mentioned with Epstein. With allegedly so little evidence of his innocence, an email dropped saying that they needed to reward any witness if that witness can prove the allegations false. But it gets creepier, as US former leader Bill Clinton was name dropped as not only a close friend of Epstein, but also followed with a shocking statement from a witness saying he likes girls young. However, it's important to note how young was never mentioned, nor any actual illegal activity was ever mentioned. When the witness was asked if there was ever any famous people, they name-dropped Michael Jackson. Also names like Naomi Campbell, Cameron Diaz, Kevin Spacey, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Blanchett, and more were also dropped in the court documents. But it's very important to note these names were only dropped when the witness was asked if they had
A secret office of the CIA has collected at least 9 non-human spacecraft from all over the world over the last 20 years. The Daily Mail also reporting of those 9 spacecraft, 1 had crashed with considerable damage. The 2 others were completely intact. The retrieval mission was allegedly performed by the military, and then these spacecraft were handed off to private corporations.
Whatever they are not of human origin, nor do they behave according to the laws of known physics. And yes, the U.S. government currently as physical evidence that they exist. That means wreckage of the craft as well as the bodies of the beings that flew them.
And something with the capabilities of traveling light years, not showing a heat signature, and the energy capabilities of that would put the Pentagon out of business. We wouldn't be fighting these worthless wars overseas over oil, and American boys and girls wouldn't be dying. It would put the war pigs out of business, and they'd have to go somewhere else, and I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
A secret office of the CIA.
I don't have to be motherfucking political. I don't play football. I'm a football fan. I ain't in charge of the NFL. I love the NFL. I love to see football games. And as a fan, let me just say, it's gonna be some exciting shit when the first gay motherfucker walk on the field. And all of y'all think it's gonna be regular. No the fuck it ain't. No, it's gonna be some exciting shit. You think you've been tackled before? Nigga. You think you've been sacked before? Nigga. I bet you ain't never been sacked till you get sacked by a 6'8", 285-pound nigga that was looking at your ass anyway. He just on the line. Blue 42. That nigga's gonna sack you with love in his heart. I'm down, I'm down, I'm down.
He is too funny, dog.
Particular that terrified my client the most. A simple three-stage maneuver that could topple a country's government from within. The first stage was isolation. Disable their communication and transportation.
Bro, all I'm saying.
I'm trying to see this. Why did this do that?
Maneuver that could topple a country's government from within. The first stage was isolation. Disable their communication and transportation. Make the target as deaf, dumb, and paralyzed as possible. Setting them up for the second stage. Synchronized chaos. Terrorize them with covert attacks and misinformation. Overwhelming their defense capabilities, leaving their weapon systems vulnerable to extremists in their own military. Without a clear enemy or motive, people would start turning on each other. Done successfully, the third stage would happen on its own. What's the third stage? A coup d'etat. Civil war. Collapse. This program was considered the most cost-effective way to destabilize the country. Because if the target nation was dysfunctional enough, it would, in essence, do the work for you. Whoever started this wants us to finish it. There was one program in particular that terrified my client the most.
This stuff is about to end for sure.
Bro, all I'm saying is, everybody responding, but ain't nobody calling him a liar. And they can't call him a liar because he really has receipts. He got them all responding. But you know what interests me the most though? Is I can't find no pictures of Cat Williams with Diddy. But you know who I can find? Tiffany Haddish. I mean, everybody he was speaking about. Cedric the Entertainer. I mean, we got Kevin Hart 100 times with him. We got Steve Harvey with the fro. And I know y'all probably wondering like, well, they just pictures, but it's the same with the Epstein Island list. You mean to tell me these folks was on this island, but they ain't know what he was doing? The same way you mean to tell me these folks friends with this man be at his house and don't know what he be doing? And they must be real good friends to let somebody your age date your daughter. We got Faison out to eat with him. We got Ludacris. They must really used to be tight. Right around the time DC got Hollywood Squares. I like them colors too, they remind me of something. Oprah gonna come on here next. We even got Oprah with Diddy. How that happen? Seem like they pretty close if you ask me. Why is Kanye looking like that? Still looking for the lie? I can't.
Stop.
Nah, you stop.
Listen to what this migrant says coming to America that gives you the unadulterated truth. They blocked his face for his own protection. If you are American, share this video. This is not fear. This is just the truth of the current situation we're in. And I want you to look at your children. I want you to look at your family. I want you to look at your country and heed thy warning from this man who's from Iran, ex-Muslim, and knows American presidential history. This video had my mouth on the floor for entertainment purposes only.
If I was a governor here, I would be afraid, because all of these people in China, military age, India, military age, even myself, I'm military age. And there's a question is coming up in here, one scary question. If an incident between US and China occur in Taiwan, what these people do? Or they come aside of US or they take China's side? Don't know, and no one's know.
What was the route you took from Iran?
Come to Turkey, and Turkey to Mexico, Mexico to United
So
States.
what would prevent a terrorist from doing the same thing?
Nothing. Exactly nothing.
That's scary.
Real scary. I'm telling you, friend, if you see the Europe, the people, the politician in Europe is sleeping now. So, like, don't be offended, but Joe Biden is sleeping at the moment.
It's terrible.
It's far more than terrible. Not for US, for the all of the war. Just look at the war. We have 3 wars. We have sanction. We had a recession in the entire planet. Everyone say I'm wrong, but if you like it or not, if a recession come in US, there will like a pandemic comes in all the countries, and Joe Biden is doing this. It's not good.
So Trump was better. You want Trump back in office?
Despite that they fears us, if you come, Trump is back, you will be deported. Yes, I want Trump back.
Wow, that's a powerful statement.
Despite that, because he just create. We have a sentence in our country. That means a lot for this moment. We say, I said in Persian, then I will rephrase it in English for you. We say, آنکه با مادر خود زنا کند با دیگران چه ها کند. That means if someone betray his family and his mother, just think about that, what he can do with the others.
Yeah, if he doesn't respect them,
yeah,
how will he respect
Joe
you?
Biden don't respect the US.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
Thank you. Are you Muslim, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm born Muslim, but I don't believe in Islam.
More secular.
More secular.
Yeah.
Secular. I'm a non-believer. And I just want to say, if you ask me why I didn't go to Europe, that was easier for me. But I don't trust them because they don't help any people. And the last thing I say, I don't know if it's Reagan or if it's Nixon said that. I think Reagan said that. Reagan once told the people of the world, we are the last stand against falling into democracy. If US falls, everyone falls.
Wow. How concerned, so you're a secular, I was speaking to some of these guys from Turkey, the same thing, they're fleeing. How bad is Islam for the world?
How much you want me to be straight?
As straight as you can be.
It's terrible. It's the new virus. The wave of virus is coming, and you cannot prevent it like this. If you think people from radical jihadist Islam and radical system of Islam coming to your country and they take an oath of U.S. citizen, and you think when they come a time that they have to take a side between Islam and U.S., you would be so naive if you think they take U.S. side. Their mind are dead. Once I asked one of my Islamist friend in Iran, he's a good guy, he's a very respected guy at my office. I asked him, if your prophet tells you you have to detonate a nuclear bomb, what would you do? He said, if the prophet says, it means it comes from Allah, and I will do it. And I respond that you are one footstep away from being a terrorist. He don't believe me, but it's it.
Yeah.
Islam is terrible.
How many terrorists do you think we have in America now?
I don't have the numbers, but lots. It's about lots of terrorists. People saying about America that America is not safe because of guns, but it's ridiculous. America is safe. America has the strongest democracy and politics because of the guns, because of your First and Second Amendment. America, guns don't kill people. Radicalists kill people.
Yeah.
Guns just do the action I wanted, not they. Right. No guns come get a foot and kill people in a line. But Islamists will do. Islamists will come here, get the guns, get the C4 detonations, and kill people. They're not good. They're not good.
Are we alone? Well, the answer is we're not alone. And I know with 100% certainty how many of them we're talking about. There is a variety, and we have a certain number of different things, but the total numbers of what's interacting with us on Earth, I mean, nobody knows that.
The biggest story in history, in humankind. We are not alone. For God's sake, what could be more important than that? We've not been alone for quite a long time, it turns out.
Yes, it's confronting. I too have had a lot of trouble believing it. When I heard the things that Dave Grush told me, I was shocked. And yes, in some cases, I was scared. I still am.
What does define the essence of what it means to be human?
There has been a massive, long cover-up lasting 80+ years. There has been a concealment of retrieval of non-human spacecraft. There's been a concealment of the existence of multiple species of non-human intelligence to this planet.
And what if it turns out that at some point we find an ancestor that is the link between us and our past? Is it possible that the definition of a human being is constantly evolving? I would submit to you that may very well be the case, and that being human isn't necessarily being this. Being human is if we are not alone in the universe, maybe there's things like us. Are we alone? Well, the answer is we're.
If you see a bee walking and dragging something in nature, don't mistake it for honey, and don't eat it. Honey is not excreted but regurgitated. Bees have two stomachs, one of which is called the honey stomach, specially designed to store nectar. It takes about collecting nectar from 999 flowers to fill the honey stomach. Once filled, the bee returns to the hive and transfers the nectar from mouth to another bee. However, due to the limited amount of conversion enzymes in the bee's saliva, the nectar passes through multiple bees, being regurgitated and re-ingested by over 100 bees. After the conversion process, the transformed honey is regurgitated into the hive. The bee colony then flaps its wings to evaporate the moisture from the honey. It takes about 7 days to form thick honey. A single bee travels about 150,000 kilometers during its lifetime. which is equivalent to circling the Earth 3.5 times.
Honey be good though.
Despite this long journey, a bee's entire life produces only about a teaspoon of honey, and even that may not be for its own consumption. If you see a bee walking and dragging something in nature,
many saw Roseanne's mother Vivian for the very first time. To some, Vivian appeared to be African American, at a time when interracial marriage was still illegal across the South. This sparked an appalling outcry.
The best kept secret since the atomic bomb has been the fact that singer Johnny Cash has a negress for a wife, and they have 4 mongrelized children.
Couldn't believe it when I saw this. Your parents were the target of a racist hate.
Sneeze me. I don't know what's going on here. I don't.
That's why you should mind your business. This is what F around and find out is about.
Right. Art.
That's why you should mind your.
He even put their names on that too. Kevin. Puff. And he put everybody on that.
Here's 3 tips on how to be successful as a life path forward. Tip number 1. Organization is going to be the key to your success. You're going to want to maintain an organized schedule and structure between business, family, and personal life. Tip 2. In order to be successful, you have to stay resilient and consistent in everything that you do. Why? Because life path 4 is the path of self-discovery and breakthrough. Last tip. It is very imperative that you surround yourself around reliable people and safe environments. Let me know if you're a life path 4 down in the comments. Be sure to like, follow me, and share this video.
In a recent public rant, Kanye West goes off on a tangent exposing the underbelly of the industry once again.
We already saw that.
So tell me y'all didn't see this portal open over Switzerland 3 days ago. And then tell me y'all didn't know that where CERN's located at was the old temple of Apollo. And then tell me y'all didn't know that that's where the Bible says the bottomless pit is. And then tell me y'all didn't know that that's where all the fallen angels were at. And then tell me if it's possible that they're opening these things up to let these things out. Y'all gotta wake up, man. If they put it right in their faces, y'all, allegedly. Crazy, man.
You go to play is authentic, but this is
educational entertainment purposes only. Comedy opinion.
So a man named Riggers exposed the operation or the plan called Ice 9 and how they plan to freeze the financial system. Check this video out.
When the next crisis hits, the elites are planning to freeze the financial system, and they'll replace it with a new system, one not based on the US dollar. When that happens, we'll wake up to a very strange and disturbing new reality.
And for our viewers that are watching today, what might their reality look like that morning? How does this manifest?
First, they'll have gone to bed knowing that a massive financial crisis was underway. But when they wake up, they'll find it has worsened and the contagion has spread worldwide. When they go to withdraw money, their ATM will say, closed temporarily. When they go to sell stocks, their account will say, transaction not available. When they go to their local business, that business will only accept cash if it's open. As citizens realize they're being barred from the money, riots will erupt. It's going to get really bad really quickly.
How would such a freeze actually work? And wouldn't that be highly illegal?
Well, it wouldn't be illegal technically because they've been quietly laying the groundwork for years. They've rigged the financial laws, changed the rules of the game to allow this to happen. The stage is set. They have the levers in place. The lights are positioned. Now someone just needs to flick a switch and pose Ice 9 rapidly.
I find it funny how you say the stage is set up for them to do this. And I know a lot of y'all like, oh, there's always talks about the crash and how the dollar is falling. He also got plenty of books on currency wars and the case for gold and how they trying to reinstate and get that gold back. They trying to get that actual commodity dollar back and give us all that fiat. So they said, where does the name come from, Ice 9 Protocol? It comes from the Catch Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut in the Ice book, Ice 9. I just find this interesting. It says, Ice 9 is a substance that can turn all the water on Earth into ice. And then y'all know in the court systems, they say like you in the body of the sea and like you technically in the water when you in a courtroom. You know what I'm saying? It's like you on a boat. But when you in the regular life, your regular day, you back on the land, like land, air, and sea, and how they judge jurisdiction over land, air, and the sea. Like, I don't really know all that, like that science like that, but it's them codes is there. I can see it. I got to do my own research, my own due diligence. But I find it interesting. This article said, who is the global elite? There is no one answer to this question, and that's a fact. When you hear about the Bilderberg, when you hear about the Rothschild, when you hear about the Trilateral Commission, when you hear about Vanguard, like, there is no just one, the Pope, Vatican, it ain't just one entity. It's a conspicuous, the cabal is a conspicuous group of entities, you know what I'm saying, that all get their little back end, and they all serve each purpose. It's a team. Think about how a police department is ran. It's always go up. It's always a head, and then another head, and then another head. Or think about how the mob boss used to be, just on a primitive level. They wasn't that primitive, but you see what I'm trying to say? The capo, the boss, the don. You know what I'm saying? The don, the capo. You feel me? So maybe it's just the, and then even when you look at the trilateral regions, it looked the same as NATO. You feel me? I just feel like they got different groups to handle different sections of the earth and what's going on. Look at these dudes, man. This picture looks like it's from the 80s or the 90s, and they look sick. Like, they tired of doing that shit. Imagine how they would be looking now. If the financial system do crash, I seen one video, a guy said, bro, get you some cash. Like, y'all talk about all them dudes who be flashing cash, and oh, we don't flash cash around here. But if they shut down everything, you're gonna be looking stuck. I say half cash and half in the bank, or really like 30%, 20% in the bank, probably like 20-30% into investing, and then half cash type of timing. But I'm not no person who get no financial advice. I'm not no financial advisor, but this is what I would do. Chewing on some ginger, that's why I'm looking like that. Even though this report is over a year old, I want y'all to know that this didn't just come out. But yeah, y'all do what y'all will with this information. So a man named Ritters is
definitely something's gonna happen soon. Any day now. Right?
So there's some more footage leaking from the Miami incident that show UFOs popping up hours before or a day before this took place in Miami. Shout out to UFO Mania on YouTube for this capture. So after we go further, let's show you a report of UFOs filmed over Miami earlier that night.
Alright, look.
And this is somebody from a penthouse.
I know y'all see those lights. Look at them. Not the little ones because my little mirror thing.
Same night?
I know you see those right there.
Maybe this wasn't staged.
Bruh, this every day out here, or every night. But still, look at that.
I'm finna move to Miami, man.
Bruh, this is Miami.
Maybe it's a reason I put GTA there.
Right over here. That's the airport.
Right.
I mean, it always got little lights and stuff, and it's probably airports.
Right.
But over here, this ain't the airport.
Right.
Look at that. And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move?
How the whole cloud not moving? This the same night.
It's crazy. Look, ain't no other clouds in the sky. Right over here. Look at them. And look at those lights. Bruh. Y'all get, hey. Oh, there's a couple clouds right here, but look, they just frozen too.
Do y'all really think all this took place because some juveniles got into a fight? 60 plus cop cars, a helicopter for some juvenile teens fighting. Okay, bro. I didn't have riots at my school before in middle school, and they sent 1-2 police cars, man. Y'all capping. Something was going on. Something popped up. And shout out to Kalab Amin Ra, because that's where I originally got this video from. And he was basically saying this was a message. They popped up just to let you know all those futile bullets that you use that come from our planet, the same material used to destroy and control the people with fear. So many people get fear of transcending and fear of the police. The same guns that y'all use from the earth, they letting y'all know we made that. If this is extraterrestrials, you feel me? But clear as day, these things, whatever was there wasn't human. If you need that much backup, then they shut off all radios. All communication got shut off. So peep that. It's I didn't know that. See, I didn't know the full story when I made that first video. I didn't know they shut off all communications and blacked out the entire mall. They had the mall cut the power. But when they it's going down when the power go down. So there's some more footage leaking. Plane on Alaska Airlines had to go down because the window fell out. Yo, bro, y'all better stay off these planes. Don't be on the plane on the over the water.
That's dangerous. That is dangerous.
Emergency landing. Everything's okay. Everybody trying to live their best life. Alright.
Yeah, I thought we were too.
And look, TikTok, this ain't no fear mongering. I'm just showing about things and anomalies that I'm witnessing across the earth, man. January 6th, 2024. Bro. It's the first week of the fake year, the new year, because we know it ain't the new year until the 4 seasons is complete. And winter is, you know what's weird? They start the new year in the winter. In the winter is the time when everything transforms. Let's just say that because energy never dies. But everything transforms to like the evaporation state. It's funny how the Happy New Year and everything is cold and gloomy. Shouldn't be Happy New Year in this pretty sunny skies. So it said the FAA temporarily grounded certain Boeing 737 MAX 9 aircraft after Alaska Airlines plane made an emergency landing in Oregon. On Oregon Friday, by Saturday afternoon, Alaska said 18 of the planes have been inspected and were back in service. Sure, right? Just a slight little inconvenience, but so what happened is the window popped off. I'm not sure I said that already, but the window popped off while they was flying. Oh, the door popped off. You feel me? It was either the door or the window, but that was a minuscule scale of what potentially could happen on these planes in 2024. Not fear mongering, because I remember when somebody was like, "Oh, stay off them planes," and I caught a flight to Houston literally the next week. You know what I'm saying? But if I catch a flight, I'm not gonna be on there for more than 4 hours, bro. You feel me? But I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all, fam. It's really just a risk you gonna have to take, because these aren't guaranteed. Like, it ain't guaranteed with anything, you feel me? That's what y'all should understand about this life. It's not guaranteed. But y'all should know that these type of things are happening. Your plane is not safe just because you sitting down and you listen to your music in your own world. And y'all know a solar flare just hit January 5th, 2024. And like I said, a lot of y'all think that solar flares and radiation on this planetary matters don't matter. But as within, so above, as within, so without, as above, so below. You gotta remember that. It's simple terms. But yeah, maybe that plane technology that they use, or the things that they use to create the plane, conduct the plane, maybe that technology getting too old for the times we in. Like I was saying with the giants. If the giants were dying early and all of this nowadays, I mean, they can't stand this atmosphere. But back 200, 300, 400 years ago, giants probably lived longer than us. They probably lived 300, 400 years. How do we really know? They tell us the oldest a human could live is 120 years. And look how people look at 120. Like, most of us, we be rusting by the time we 70, 60 because of how we eat. But even if you eat healthy, you looking pretty good at 80, 90. Yeah. The way they constructed time, 80 years might be 300 years. Like, think about it, bro. I'm 22 right now, bro. The past 4 years, what they like to call 4 years, has felt like 1 year. In all honesty. And I'm not just reaching. Since 2020, it's felt like 1 year to me. It's felt like one big year. Or one big era. It's like we don't really transcend to, it's like one big cycle. I believe we move in cycles. You feel me? So I go off of the season. So somebody be like, "Oh, you only live 80 years, oh, 90. Why are you? That's the way they want you to look at it, in a boxed in space. 20 here, I do 20 years there. If, bro, you could live your life every single day. You feel me? So I ain't making this video for fear mongering, but I want y'all to know everything ain't peaches and cream, everything ain't sugar and honey. You feel me? And stay off of Alaskan Airlines, because they the first ones to fold. You feel me?
Stop, gang. You're not gonna want to miss this. So apparently, it was a giant Moses-looking shadow creature walking in the sky with a cane. Watch right here in the middle. Do y'all see that? Did y'all see the cane? the sky. Okay, maybe it was just a mistake. And there it go again. This is wild. Now the question goes, could this be CGI, a hologram? BB that they was talking about? And there it goes yet another time. This shit is crazy. Are y'all seeing this? They have giant shadow creatures that are in the storm. Crazy. Look over there. Crazy. Even heard people who say that was a Nephilim. Let me know what y'all think about this giant shadow man with a cane.
You got the Sky Man walking around, right? Why we ain't seeing this on the news too? Sky Man. Wow. Shout out Antonio Leo. That's cool. Sheesh. Why they got it looking like She's Your Boy's Getter too? I mean, you could say it's fake, but why would some man just be recording out the window making a CGI edited video, bro? That don't even make sense. And I guess there's 2 other videos on the side of other footage of lightning around the city. Nah, their reactions is pretty real, bro. Like I said, you ain't seeing the news cover this nowhere. What's up with the Sky Man? What type of weather anomalies is going on? Is these thunders like the Crooked Man really, are these really entities? I remember, like maybe Raisin Dion was trying to tell us something about these elemental beings. Now I made the comment earlier that I said look like Caesar Borgia, but in all actuality, bro, this earth is alive. Everything on this planet is alive. And just how you got all type of giant jellyfish, megalodon sharks, you probably got giant elemental beings across this earth, just like how you got your Bigfoots. But they don't want us to think on these perspectives. They were, oh, it's just a thunderstorm. Don't worry about it. It's just a rainstorm. That's just a hurricane. That hurricane is an energy. It's alive. Yeah. Hurricane. Why you think that all the hurricanes got names? We ain't even go down that trail. Then you know they say the hurricane is always hit where the slave trades was at, but that's all conspiracy TikTok. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Skyman. Interesting, right? But the thing is tricky about the internet that this video can literally be from NASA. We be thinking that NASA and we be thinking about like CIA and FBI and all these agencies like they're all sitting at an office. It could be an average day person that could be a CIA asset, a NASA asset. So videos like this are easily able to be staged, especially nowadays. If you got people staging pranks, breakups, and YouTube pranks, you know what they got going on up there in the upper trilateral commissions and the upper NATO sit-down meetings, you know. But hey, still interesting to see nonetheless. Skyman, definitely interesting. Project Blue Beam or not? You got the Sky.
Blocking your third eye.
It's about wisdom teeth removal. They don't want you to know. Make sure you watch until the end. So did y'all know that over 95% of wisdom teeth removals are completely unnecessary? And in the last 15 years, this industry has become a multi-billion-dollar industry by just yanking out your wisdom teeth. And I get it. I know there's people out there who may think that we could have evolved to a point to where our wisdom teeth are no longer necessary. But I also know there's people out there who think, maybe we do have these for a reason, and why is everyone getting theirs pulled out? So here's how it works. Basically, they sit you in a chair, and they put you under an x-ray, and they show you an image of your teeth growing sideways. But truth is, over 60% of teeth before they come out the gum are sideways, and I admit it does look a bit sketchy on x-ray. But just like me and many other people, your wisdom teeth are going to grow in sideways and then they're going to straighten out, and that's just how it happens naturally. Me personally, I remember Dennis showing me my x-rays one visit and him saying I really should get my wisdom teeth taken out, but I was like, nah, I'm okay. And here it is, years later, and my wisdom teeth grew in perfectly fine. Also, if you look up a meridian chart that shows the energetic highways that flows through each organ of your body that's related to your teeth, which are tissue, you will see that your wisdom teeth on the left side of your mouth connect to your heart and your endocrine system, which is your third eye. Basically, they're removing millions of people's wisdom teeth, which is directly connected to your third eye. But with that being said, if you're one of the ones who got your wisdom teeth pulled, it's still okay, because someone can have all 4 wisdom teeth pulled and still not be in this heightened state of consciousness.
Blocking your third eye.
About wisdom teeth removal.
That's messed up, man. I knew there was something about that though. And then they call it wisdom teeth.
The B movie is mad woke. The B movie actually talks about the Matrix. There's a scene in the B movie when all the workers, the main B worker lady, she's like going through all these jobs, and she says, make sure you find one you really like, because you're gonna be doing this for the rest of your life. The main character was like, so you're just gonna work us to death? We hope so. And everybody else that's stuck in the Matrix says, they're just laughing, it's a joke, you know? As a kid, never would have thought.
So pretty much when the bees stopped producing honey, the pollen wouldn't go to all the plants, and then all of the plants died. Remember?
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
remember.
so the bee movie is actually mad political, because it tells you like everybody has to play their part for the world to run. Yeah. So you guys can't just drop out of society like this. You guys better work, or else the whole system's gonna collapse. They're trying to make you think, oh yeah, you can be free, but watch what happens. Watch what happens.
No, but that's real because like as a society, boom, you don't have these certain people playing these roles. It's turning into
You can't be rich if there's no poor people.
The B movie is mad woke. The B movie actually talks about the
rich if there's no poor people. Somebody gotta be poor. Dang, that's tough. Alright, that is gonna wrap it up, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be back to the short content, 1 hour a day. Okay, but I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity your way. All right, and we will be back tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.